Amid the ongoing political debate on the Waqf Amendment Bill, the Andhra Pradesh government led by Chandrababu Naidu has taken a decisive step to ensure smooth functioning of the Andhra Pradesh Waqf Board. The NDA government in Andhra Pradesh has dissolved the Waqf Board, which was formed during the YSRCP regime. Now, this decision, viewers, has been taken in pursuant to a court order. For now, only the administrative staff of the Andhra Waqf Board is functioning, and the members who were elected to the board earlier have lost all of their powers. A new Waqf Board is likely to be formed, where the priority will be to ensure no irregularities. The official government notification, which also cites the court order, states that in the interest of maintaining good governance, protection of Waqf properties and ensuring the smooth functioning of the Waqf Board, the government of Andhra Pradesh withdraws orders issued in GOM number 47, which essentially means the existing Waqf Board stands dissolved. It has been abolished, and concerns of conflict of interest and non-inclusivity will now be addressed. That's our big story at this point in time. And Somit is now joining us live for more on this particular update. Somit, give us more details about, how this Waqf Board was actually constituted by the previous YSRCP regime, and what were the key reasons, that have led to this kind of a decision by the current government.
Well, Hina, massive controversy erupted after, appointment of the few members last year during the YS Jagannath Reddy government, and even few members have approached the local authorities, and even that matter escalated to the High Court. And even High Court has observed that there were irregularities and lapses in appointing the members and also, appointing the chairman. So basically, even High Court has stayed the chairman. So, elections of chairman for the Waqf Board. However, more than 10 petitions have filed in the High Court, and no representation of the scholars from the Sunni and Shia community. And at the same time, few others were elected to the board. And however, even in the matter of S.K. Basha, being appointed as the member of the Waqf Board, even at that time, even their irregularities were, found is what it was observed. And however, after the High Court observations and, the NDA government, recently we have saw the government change, and the NDA has formed the government in Andhra Pradesh, and they have now taken the big decision to bring down the elected Waqf Board members. And very soon, even from the sources we have heard that very soon the other members will be elected to the board, appointed to the board. However, there were several irregularities is what even after the High Court observation, the government has noticed, and then they have taken this call. And at the same time, we have also heard from the top sources from the TDP, Janasena and BJP that very soon they'll be taking call on this after meeting with the Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. But however, if we see this decision coming amid the ongoing controversy, while the BJP national leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, attacking the opposition Congress mainly for the Waqf Act, bringing in Waqf Act, Waqf Board, and even stating that...
Well, absolutely, Somit, the timing is very, very critical, and we'll discuss that with you as well in just a bit. But before that, let's also tell our viewers a little bit about the reasons behind this particular decision. Via this graphics, we would like to explain to our viewers the key reasons behind this decision by the Andhra Pradesh government. One of them being that it is based on a court order. Apart from that, there were about 13 writ petitions, viewers, that were filed in this particular case. Earlier board was non-inclusive. Now, this is very important. There were charges of conflict of interest as well, and that became a huge concern. Non-inclusivity, there was conflict of interest. Previous board was non-functional for quite some time. From March 2023, to be precise, it was non-functional. That was the reason why this decision became very important. Chairman's election was also pending in this particular case, and all Muslim groups, in fact, were not really included. And that's the reason why the issue of inclusivity in the Waqf Board becomes a very important one. Then former MPs were not part of this particular board as well. Stagnation of Waqf board operations from March 2023, as I mentioned earlier. Board members' election was also in doubt in this particular case. And, these are some of the reasons that led to this kind of a decision by the Andhra Pradesh government. The Andhra Pradesh government's decision to dissolve the current state Waqf board has now triggered reactions from the opposition, with the leaders of the Congress party refraining from commenting on the Andhra government's decision, but clearly stating that as a party at the national level, they are opposed to the Waqf Amendment Bill. Leaders of the BJP in Andhra Pradesh too are appreciating the steps taken by the Naidu government, while also highlighting how the Jagan Reddy government failed to act on the orders of the High Court with regards to the appointment of the chairman of the Waqf board. BJP viewers is also saying that this step that has been taken now, it will help curb irregularities, conflict of interest in the appointment of Waqf board members. Listen in.
We are opposing that, of course. There is no need to have amendment to the Waqf board, Waqf properties.
The previous government of Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu has constituted AP Waqf board and appointed AP Waqf board chairman in October 2023. But the High Court has stayed the appointment of chairman and the constitution of AP Waqf board, constituting the lapses and irregularities in the appointment. But Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu government has not taken any action as per the orders of High Court. These orders have been withdrawn as per the orders of High Court. This is to ensure transparency and curb irregularities in AP Waqf board.
In fact, viewers, the Naidu Sarkar's decision to dissolve the existing Waqf board comes at a time when the Modi government wants to bring about reforms to the Waqf boards across the country. Over the last few days, the parliamentary panel's meetings had become nothing less than a virtual political battleground between the opposition and the government. The opposition has been vociferously debating and opposing the changes made to the Waqf bill. In fact, even in the form of the Joint Committee on Waqf Amendments Bill. Now, the term has been extended. The term of JPC has been extended till the last day of the budget session of Parliament in 2025. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also lambasted the Congress party for making laws that promoted appeasement politics. And an example of that is Waqf. Here's what the Prime Minister had said earlier.
कांग्रेस के इस परिवार ने झूठे सेक्युलरिज्म के नाम पर उस महान परंपरा को तबाह करके रख दिया है। कांग्रेस ने तुष्टीकरण का जो बीज बोया, वो संविधान निर्माताओं के साथ बहुत बड़ा विश्वासघात है। और ये विश्वासघात मैं बहुत जिम्मेवारी के साथ बोल रहा हूं। संविधान के साथ इस परिवार का विश्वासघात है। दशकों तक कांग्रेस ने देश में यही खेल खेला। कांग्रेस ने तुष्टीकरण के लिए कानून बनाए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश तक की परवाह नहीं की। इसका एक उदाहरण वक्फ बोर्ड है कि 2014 में इन लोगों ने सरकार से जाते जाते दिल्ली के आसपास की अनेक संपत्तियां वक्फ बोर्ड को सौंप दी थी। बाबा साहब आंबेडकर जी ने जो संविधान हमें दिया है ना, जिस संविधान की रक्षा के लिए हम प्रतिबद्ध है, संविधान में वक्फ कानून का कोई स्थान ही नहीं है।